Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys the weekly soul connection reading. And so this is going to be for today's date, which is Monday, July 29th, going all the way until Sunday, August 4th. This is going to be somewhat of a quicker reading. My family is in town, so I only had limited time this morning before I have to pick them up for breakfast. So next week's reading will definitely be longer. But I am using Wing and Bell's newest Organite piece here. Well, they come out with a lot of Organite pieces, but this is the newest one for me that I own. It is the Twin Flame piece. Now, even though we are focusing on all soul connections, twin flame, soulmates, however you want to resonate with the person, this is a beautiful Organite here. Now, it doesn't showcase very well at all on camera, so I will be posting it on my Instagram with pictures of it being outside, which really showcases the beautiful energies, but it's got all kinds of wonderful things in it. And if you guys are interested in that, I'll list them in the description box below, as well as my Instagram, so you guys can go take a look. I also do want to say, in regards to the readings that I'm going to be showcasing here on YouTube, as well as my readings that I do that people will pay for to get a personalized reading, I'm no longer going to be working with energies with people that do not have some sort of an indication that their other person is or has ever been interested in them at any point in time. Now, there's all kinds of connections out there where maybe somebody's not ready for a commitment, or maybe somebody's with another partner, but there has or was at one point or is that sort of attraction or connection or interest there, but it's just a timing thing, right? Or maybe somebody becomes afraid, or they're just not ready for commitment, whatever the situation may be. But there's been some sort of indication that you and this person have exchanged something. I'm no longer going to be condoning or supporting any kind of connections with people that may, and I'm not saying that all people that fall in this category are in this energy, but I do have to protect myself and my readings, and I don't want to perpetuate people's obsessions or maybe even stalkerish type of behavior with people that have told them, I absolutely want nothing to do with you. It'll never happen between the two of us. I don't feel that same way about you. Or you've never spoken to them and you've developed some sort of connection with them, energetically based, and you're only having, dreams or connections with them in 5D, but there really is no 3D reality connection between the two of you, as in you guys have never spoken, you've never, came into contact in any way, shape, or form. And if you have, you've never gotten an indication that they're interested in you in any type of way. That is what I'm talking about. Now, there may be some exceptions out there. It may be that you see someone across the room and it's just like, wow, that person is my person, and you're just waiting for the correct time for the two of you to come together. That's great, but the problem is that kind of energy, it's just still a little too unformed and unstable for me to be able to tap into. And I just have to put that boundary up for myself, as well as what kind of energies that I might be working with. And so that's why I'm just cutting everything out that doesn't fall under the category of some sort of a connection at one time or another. Okay. So I just want to let you guys know that moving forward, I have disclaimers on all of my readings on my Etsy shop. So pretty much anybody that comes through with that kind of connection and they miss the boundary, they miss the disclaimer that I put up, and it just doesn't fit with me as a reader. Of course, as any reader, we do have the option to say, hey, it's just not going to work out. So it's not me being judgmental. It's not me being mean. I've just had some experiences lately where I don't want to have those experiences again, so I have to put up this new boundary. So anyways, let's get into it. So this is going to be a connection that is, at some point, you've had a connection with this person in reality. Maybe it's just you're in separation at this time, or circumstances are keeping you apart, or maybe they're not as awakened to the connection as you are. That's the kind of people that I am talking to today. Let's get into the energy. So we're going to focus first on your person and just kind of where they are at in general at this particular time. Where's your person at in general at this time? What is going on in their situation? This right here is called, the Before Tarot. So we're going to tap into this. Everything that I'm using is in the description box below. Where's your person this week? We have the 10 of Cups energy, which is a beautiful energy to start off. We also have Death's energy. We have the King of Wands energy. Wow, and then we have the Moon in reverse. All of this setup is actually really, really positive to me. This tells me that right now, this person that you're dealing with or in a separation with. There might be some sort of energy where they're really focused on family matters. They're very focused on their long-term plans, just their overall happiness. That's how I see the Ten of Cups. And in their heart space, they're going through a major transformation with that Death card, okay? So there's death energy here. Death can be represented by Scorpio energy. The King of Wands is a fantastic card. It does represent Leo. And this is an energy here where somebody is really taking control in their physical world. They might be taking control of a family situation, their happiness. They might be taking control of their finances, their career, whatever it is, this moon's energy, they want to be out of it. So their overall just kind of soul energy is telling me with the moon reversed, which can represent Pisces and Cancer. So a lot of water energy here and of course fire. But this energy to me tells me that they don't want to be confused anymore. Anything that was confusing them before, it's like they're going through like a major transformation. They're getting rid of energy that's kind of dragging them down or causing them to feel like they're not in control of their own happiness or their own life. So I see major transformation and a major letting go and just kind of revamping their life in some sort of extraordinary way. That's really great. So let's go into your energy and just kind of see where you're at. This is the After Tarot. Okay, so we have the mental energy here of the Five of Swords, heart energy, the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Emperor's energy in reverse, and then we have the Moon. So you also have the Moon's energy. You're mirroring your individual. They're mirroring you. So that's significant. Now, Five of Swords in the mental space, this is an energy of maybe feeling like you've had enough. You've had enough of a situation. You've had enough with struggling, you've had enough struggling, you've had enough with a particular person. It doesn't have to be this situation, even though it could be, but you're done. You're wanting to move things ahead. You're wanting to move forward with that Wheel of Fortune's energy. The Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, which can represent Sagittarius energy. So that energy to me is just like, I want to be free. I want to move forward. I no longer want to stay connected to anything that's confusing me. Again, Moon reversed. I no longer want to be connected to something that's making me feel like I'm not in control. The Emperor's energy. Aries is coming through, okay? So Aries energy here, but it's reversed. So there's something that may be going on in your life that's causing you to feel like, you're not in control and you're tired of it. So you want to be in control. And then the Moon's energy means I want to come out of that confusion. We've got Cancer and Pisces coming through again. So water and fire are very, very significant in this reading so far. So this tells me that maybe you and your person are matching that energy for whatever reason, but I've got this mirroring going on. You guys are both doing the same things. You guys might be both no longer wanting to struggle about this connection, so maybe you're pulling away from it, or this could be about your outer world outside of your connection. You guys are doing what you can in order to gain some sort of perspective or control over your life to better yourself for the future. And maybe the two of you are doing this and you guys are unaware that you guys are doing it for each other later on, as in this is only going to bring the two of you closer together later on, or it's only going to help the two of you be healthier and stronger for the connection later on. So whatever work you guys are both doing actually matter to what I'm seeing here for the connection later on. So that's fantastic. So you guys are mirroring each other with trying to take control, trying to better your lives, trying to better your situation, and coming out of dark energy. Love it. So let's see what's happening in the actual connection. What is the energy of what's happening in your actual contract, your connection with one another? So this is the Twin Flame Oracle and the Twin Flame Journey Tarot. I created both of these decks. They're available on my Etsy shop. And if you're international, just email me and I'll send you a special link. What is the energy of you and this individual? Your connection, your contract, your lessons, where you guys are at on your journey. Let's take a look. I'm just going to put these over here because I don't have room. We have lessons. Fantastic. So, there's a lot of lessons that are occurring here in this connection. Let's see what this has to do with. Interesting. We have the King of Swords. So we have air energy coming through here. This is an Aquarius energy. Quick wit and intellect. So this is an energy that's somebody's really trying to get some sort of a lesson under control. They're trying to perhaps understand it, apply the wisdom to this lesson, really trying to analyze it. So whatever's coming up, whatever energy is that people are facing. This could be the masculine in the connection, okay? But the king to me is just about mastery. So this is about both of you mastering a lesson, becoming a little bit more logical, becoming a little bit more, less emotional and more logical in your nature. So there could be something that really requires you to be, just like in your 100% logical aspect, really needing to understand the wisdom of a situation. And I just keep getting wisdom. I keep getting wisdom with this king. Understanding something and understanding why, and not being so emotional about what's happening or not happening at this time. So this is, to me, it's like a mastery, even though it's not King of Cups, it's a mastery over your emotions, so that way you can really decipher what's happening and why it's happening. It takes the King of Swords to see the truth. That's what I'm seeing here. So it requires less emotion and more tactful, more truth, and also more intellect. I can't think of the word I want to use. Rational energy. That's what it is. It's more rational kind of energy. Okay. So let's get another message here. Ooh, I love this. This right here is the Tower's energy, divine intervention, okay? So being admired for just transformation, being admired, going with the flow. I see Tower, it says divine intervention, allowing the divine, allowing spirit to kind of take over. Whatever's meant to be is just going to happen. I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm just going to basically see what spirit has in store for me next. To me, this is a letting go energy. You can see this person here. She's just letting go. She's free. Whatever lesson spirit has to bring, they're just bring it on. Whatever it is, I can handle it. I've got the King of Swords at my side. I got my sword of truth. I'm going to cut through any kind of illusion, and I'm going to see what the truth of the matter is, and I'm going to apply this wisdom, and I'm going to be a better person because of it. So there's a maturing that's happening here. So remember, this is about the connection. You guys are both going through this. This is about a major tearing down of old paradigms and old stories that we're telling ourselves and allowing ourselves to be transformed. So whatever wasn't working before, or whatever isn't working right now, we're just letting it go. So this is literally the lesson of letting go. Not everything is meant to last forever in its current state. Sometimes things have to crumble before they can be rebuilt in a stronger, more structured type of a way. So I see two people that are really embracing the lesson of the moon reversed. No longer wanting to be stuck. No longer wanting to be in the dark. Really wanting to come out towards the light again. That's what I'm seeing here. It's beautiful. Wanting to come out of illusion. All right, last message. We have contemplation. So I definitely pick up on some heavy thinking energy. Definitely people that are really contemplating and thinking in their headspace, really logically trying to break things down, maybe not being so much in their feelings about the situation. That's what I'm seeing here. And we have, wow, the Page of Cups, message of love. The Page of Cups to me as a reader, even though it's one of those, like the Knights, the Queens, and the Wands all have astrological influences, the Pages don't. But to me, the Page of Cups is Pisces. And the reason why is in traditional tarot, you will see a fish and a cup. So that always reminds me of Pisces. And Pisces did come up a few times, actually more than once in this reading, with both of those moon energies. So there could be a Pisces energy here, but we have somebody who's really contemplating information, contemplating bringing a message of love, contemplating making contact. And it could be that after really breaking things down or learning or maturing and kind of seeing how things have transformed and settled, maybe you and this person went through some major devastating breakup or a major ending. And so now that this dust is starting to settle, people are now contemplating their next move. They're contemplating what they want to say. They're contemplating perhaps maybe entering into a relationship. Maybe the masculine in this situation has been very bogged down in their career. We did get the King of Wands for the person that you're watching this video for. So if it is a masculine, they might be very focused on their career or focused on being the best in their industry. They're very focused on fame and fortune. So it could be that they've had to learn lessons in that area of their life before they could have a transformation. They may have needed that admiration. King of Wands, Leos do tend to want to have that admiration from other people. But they may have learned a lesson through all of that. And now that they're out of that energy, or at least now that they're coming out of that energy, they're able to now contemplate how they feel about you. Maybe they were cut off with their feelings for you for such a long period of time. And now all of a sudden their feelings are starting to resurface, and they're starting to think in terms of, I wonder if this is something that, is available to me now, if this is something that I want. And maybe you, in some sort of way, you had to come out of your feelings and go more into your logic in order to have your transformation. So you guys have mirrored each other, but you guys are doing things in a different kind of a way. But it's kind of like you guys are doing the same thing and you're growing in the same exact way. Interesting energy. Let's see what your person wants to say to you, okay? What do they want to say to you at this time? If they could say anything to you, that message of love, what are they thinking in their headspace? What are they contemplating? This is my Twin Flame Messages Volume 2. What are they contemplating in their headspace? It's really hard for me to open up. So it may have been very, very difficult for this person to even, be in their emotions. The Page of Cups is somebody who's kind of childlike, somebody who's very new at something. So it could be that your person's so focused in their logical headspace, they're so focused on themselves or their career, or they've just always been this type of energy. And so now they're starting to kind of be reborn into their emotions. So they're thinking about possibly opening up to you for the first time, or maybe again. But whatever this is, it's been very hard for them to open up their feelings to you and other people. But for some reason, they're contemplating it currently. They're contemplating it through this connection. See, I need to go my own way for a while. So it could be that this person has really needed to be on their own. I feel a lot of independence for the person that you're watching this video for. They may have needed to learn a lesson. And the only way that they could learn this lesson is if they were on their own for a period of time. And then we also have, I miss the feel of you next to me. But it hasn't taken away from the fact that they miss you on some level. So because they're connected to you, because there's this soul connection that exists between the two of you, they do miss the feel of you next to them. But at the same time, if they've had all these other things going on, and it's been really hard for them to make room for this connection or even make room for their feelings for you, that's why they've kept you at bay for this period of time. Or maybe this is a way that they're needing to go right now. So if this is a recent disconnection or a recent just kind of you guys have just gotten on this level where you guys aren't really communicating, this person just may need to find themselves. They may need to go into the lessons of the King of Swords, which is to find their own truth. And sometimes the only way that people can do that is when they go their own way. They can't be told it. You can't tell them their truth. They have to discover it for themselves. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing that your person wants to say to you. So it's bittersweet. Let's see how they feel towards you. Let's take a look. How do they feel towards you at this time? This right here is the Good Tarot from Colette Baron Reed. And this right here is the Energy Oracle cards. When they think about you, what does this look like? We have indecision. See, they're confused. They're not quite sure what to do with this connection. That's why we had contemplation coming up. Contemplation. This person is in contemplation about how they feel about you, what they think about you. They are trying to come to some sort of truth. They're trying to get clarity about you right now. So I feel like it's a part of their journey to get some sort of clarity on the situation. Oh, but they are thinking about you, you guys. The Six of Water, Six of Cups. This is the card of nostalgia. This is the card of, I feel a soul connection with somebody. Why am I thinking about this person again? Because there's a soul connection. There's a soul tie here. So this just confirms that you guys have a soul connection. So, but it confuses them. They're still indecisive. Just because they still feel this pull towards you, just because they're thinking about you, doesn't ensure or guarantee that they are going to make that contact, but they are thinking about it, which is really interesting. When they feel your energy, what does that look like? We have the Magician and the Mirror combined with the Sun. Wow, I really feel like there's definitely some sort of either an epiphany or an awareness that they have about their feelings towards you. The Sun's energy means that they're radiating right now. They really feel your energy for sure. But what I'm getting from the Sun's card, which is also ruled by Leo, and then we have the Magician. So the Sun in the Leo is about being the king, being in charge, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. To me, the Magician is an energy of picking up tools and making something happen, manifesting something. So they're trying to look in the mirror at themselves and figure out, what am I going to do with this? I feel this energy. I'm thinking about this person again, but what do I do with it? They're trying to figure it out. This person is trying to figure out how to come towards you or what to say to you at this time. They don't know if they have what it takes to face you. And I think it's interesting that we have the mirror. So it's like finally what you're feeling or what you've understood all along, this person is now starting to feel it and see it and pick up on it in their heart space. It may have taken them a long period of time, but now it's suddenly with them. And it might be kicking their ass right now. So it might not be the most comfortable thing. They might be really confused by this energy. Some of them might be just downright afraid of this energy. But whatever it is, we can see that they are feeling your energy. What about the physical space, outer world? Wow, the door to personal happiness. But let's go ahead and get a card on this. Ooh, look at this. We have the Queen of Air, but see, they're confused. They might feel for some of you, they may have really, really hurt you, or they may feel like you're going to be a Queen of Swords on their ass. Like you're going to take that sword and you're going to cut them because of something that they did, something that they said to you, the way that they left things before. There might be some sort of hesitation on their part, how to come towards you. So this makes a lot of sense for some of you that are dealing with somebody that you guys had a tough break. You guys had some words that were exchanged. People did certain things that they're not proud of. There's definitely an energy here where somebody might be a little afraid of what you're going to say, or it's been so long since you guys have communicated that they don't really know what to say. But guess what? They do feel the energy that they want to heal it and they want to be happy with you again. So that's what that person wants. They feel like you're the door to some sort of happiness for them, but they are a little reserved on making contact with you because of certain things. So this makes sense to me why they're trying to be the King of Wands, why they are trying to be that magician with the sun's energy. They're trying to conjure up the masculine strength and energy that it's going to take for them to basically bury their ego and just come towards you without worrying about rejection or about worrying about what's going to happen. This person is really worried is what I'm seeing. And what is their soul energy connected to you? They're connected to you. This right here is the crown chakra energy. So this to me tells me that there is definitely this awareness that they have. They feel something special. They're thinking about you. They feel it on a soul level. To me, it looks really, really good. And wow, I'm getting here that they want whatever cycle that you guys have needed to go through. I feel like they've gone through it. They finally went through what they needed to go through. Now, some of them might still be working on this, but 10 of Wands means we're at the end of the cycle. It's a burden that I don't want to carry any longer. I just either need closure or to move forward in some sort of way. Your connection, or I should say disconnection or separation, has been a burden for this person. They might have been carrying a burden just as long as you have. Okay, and it might have been a very long time that you guys have been carrying this burden around. But all I can see is that this person wants to burn the past away. They want to heal it. They want to move forward. But right now, it's kind of like they're dealing with that karmic lesson of needing now to conjure up the strength and energy that it's going to take in order to do so. Interesting, right? So let's see some possible future energies of how things may unfold for your connection. This right here is called the Gateway Oracle cards. And then we'll tap into these cards again and just kind of see what we get. I'm just going to randomly pick cards out. We have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands to me could be a message. Oh my gosh, now we have the King of Cups. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands energy here. I don't associate that with anything. It's just fire energy, but we have water. Do you guys see so much water and fire? Yes, we did get air. Not a lot of earth, but that doesn't mean if you're dealing with earth that these messages can't be for you, but it's very significant for fire and water in this reading, for whatever reason. But Knight of Cups specifically is Pisces again. It keeps coming through in the reading. So romantic gesture. It's about conjuring up that strength, that passion. So I do feel like there is some sort of passion that somebody has that may propel them to come forward towards you with this message. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is that card of single, being independent, but feeling good enough in order to bring forth energy. So I do feel like the future holds some sort of a message pertaining to somebody confiding to you or confessing to you how they feel, and they might be done being in the single energy, or because they've worked on themselves and they feel better, they have now they've conjured up the strength and the courage to bring forth this message of love. And we have stepping into stillness. So this is the thing. Why would that card come up? Why is Spirit saying this right now? Why would that card come up for all of this really good, yes, they're coming forward, possibly energy, and then saying now we're stepping into stillness? I'm going to tell you why. Because this person is not sure what they want to do. They're not. So Spirit's just telling you it's up to this individual to conjure up that strength, to learn this lesson, to master that King of Swords lesson that they're currently in right now when it comes to you in this connection. Can they bring you their truth, or is their ego going to get in the way? The choice is ultimately theirs. So there's nothing that we can bring forth to say this will happen, because they have the free will not to do this. But it is in the air. It is in their energy to want to bring you this message of love. But it's like their ego is holding them back. Okay? So it's just fear. So let's go ahead and just wrap up this reading with some final affirmations for you. You know, just some messages that Spirit has straight for the person watching the video. Messages for strength, healing, carrying on, all of it. This right here is called the Wild Offering Oracle cards. We have changed. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need is that one next action. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into one who can take it. So Spirit's just saying, keep moving forward. Keep changing, keep transforming. You can't stay stuck. And I always say this with any readings that I do, personal or general. You can't stay stuck or hung up on waiting for another person to change or to bring something forward to you in order for you to keep moving forward with your life. This butterfly does say transformation, change. You have to keep, metamorphosing, if that's a word. You have to keep moving forward. You have to keep changing. You can't stay stagnant on account of this connection. But the thing is, if this person is meant to come into your life and to bring you that message of love, to perhaps reconcile or bring you that closure that you're looking for, that will happen, but it is up to them. Are they up to the challenge? Can they learn the lesson? You know, can they show up for this soul contract in the way that they're supposed to, in the way that you guys originally wrote it? Maybe, maybe not. But the thing is, you sitting around waiting for it isn't going to make it happen any quicker. We have money. Interesting. So there might be something about the material world. Not a lot came up really about the material world in this reading, but money. It says, all of my finances are now in divine order. So I'm not even going to read it any further, because what I'm picking up from this is that it's time for you to possibly get your physical world in order. Your finances, your career perhaps, maybe saving for that thing that you're looking to get in your future, whatever it is. It's time to get more focused on material matters, maybe rather than this particular connection, okay? We did see that the cards that came through earlier for your current energy, it's about pulling out of any struggle, a mental struggle. So if this connection and being confused about it and waiting for it, whether you should or you shouldn't, if this has been really confusing you, the best advice that you can get from Five of Swords is pull out. You don't have to forget all about it, but stop fighting so much with yourself. Stop thinking about it. Stop focusing on it so much. Really try to pull out of that energy. Last card. And we have confidence. Just be in your energy of confidence. It says divine confidence is completely different from the bravado of the ego. Woohoo! So yeah, this is about working on yourself on a soul level, having confidence and just feeling really good in your energy as a whole. So, you've got everything that you need in front of you to basically let you know that the person that you're connected to is currently in the I'm going to say they're currently in the constraints of trying to break free from their ego, so that way they can bring forth this message of love and to either get this connection going again or to bring you that closure or the apology that you're looking for. But the thing is, we can't make it happen. We can't will it to happen. It's either going to happen or it's not. So the only thing that we can do is to take that information and maybe help it to give us a little bit of peace and just keep doing you and moving forward. Beautiful. Love the reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next week. Bye-bye.